when I announce. So I know the difference between Les Miserables and Les Miserables, okay?
Yeah.
So I think I can get through that part, I hope. But I'll kind of straighten that, especially with just 6 bands. Does that make sense?
Are we
And welcome to the Washington County Marching Band Contest, live from Commander Field in Springfield, Kentucky. Tonight, we bring you an exciting showcase as bands from across the state take the field in competition as part of the Kentucky Music Educators Association Band Contest. Participating this evening are the Casey County Marching Band, Marian County High School Band, the Pride of Pulaski, the North Oldham High School Marching Band, Grayson County High School Marching Band, and of course, your own Washington County Commander Band will be performing. Our coverage is proudly presented by Springfield Tourism, Resting Homes, Central Kentucky Community Action, Catch Transportation, Snappy Tomato Pizza, United Threads, Conway Heat and Ford in Bardstown, Lebanon Tourism, Central Kentucky Theater. Now let's head to Commander Field for tonight's Washington County Band Contest. This is a G&G production.
Well, what a beautiful evening it is indeed in Springfield, Kentucky, as we get ready for the Washington County Marching Band Contest. Hi, everybody. From Washington County High School, I am Hal B. Good. This is the first ever Washington County Band Contest for G&G Productions. But there's been several band contests in Washington County history. You'll hear more about that as it's going to be coming up in the next few minutes. But, you know, we've got 5 bands in competition here this evening, and they've kind of revived the Washington County Band Contest, and we're going to talk about that more. But it does start at 6:45 if you're looking at the starting time. And again, it's turned out to be a beautiful evening, just like the 2 beautiful people I have with me this evening. To my right is Ellen Goatley, and Ellen was a past band participant, works for the Washington County Sheriff's Office here in Springfield, and thank you so much for joining us, Miss Ellen. And then I brought along her mother, who really recruited Ellen, I believe, if you want to tell the truth. But Margaret Goatley is just a wonderful individual. She's so involved in our community of Springfield. She works at the Springfield State Bank in downtown Springfield, and was also a past member of the Washington County Band. Margaret, thank you so much. I think I need to thank Margaret just so much for committing to do this. It was one of my hardest sales, and I still don't know what I have to do yet to pay this off. I may have to talk to her husband, Greg, to get this going.
I think there's a dinner.
But is that, I
yeah.
think we're going to dinner at the Bull one night or something like that. It had to be such an excitement to be in the band. I've always marveled in my past about people that were able to come and learn how to play an instrument and spend the time just, you know, not just the time, but the patience in being able to do that. What did you find in your career being a part of the Washington County Band?
Well, it's the ultimate team sport. I mean, you can't sit out. You're not sitting the bench. Everyone participates. Even if you get hurt, they put you in a little chair up front and you get to play and they march, you know. So it's the ultimate team sport, I think.
And when I graduated from the great school of Washington County High School, I went to the Bennett R. Lewis Field, and for the late Bob Harrod, had a chance to announce a couple of band contests. But when I was in school, I had a chance to see Margaret McElroy and her talents on the field. And Margaret, you know, the styles of these bands and the way we did it in the 70s and early 80s, hasn't it changed? Isn't it more of a production? What have you seen the changes?
Well, it definitely has changed the styles, and now it is more like almost a theater production on the field. But we had great musicians back then, and one of the things I was going to bring up tonight, it was our senior year, Hal, that the very first Washington County Band Contest took place. Your parents, my parents were all, they had 100 adult volunteers. 26 bands came to that first contest, and we had no fast food restaurants in town.
That's right.
So back in the day, the band boosters had food trucks and food booths set up all over the high school grounds, and we hosted that with 26 bands that very first contest.
And what a great time to talk about Keith White, because I remember, I'll tell you what I remember about it. I don't remember the bands, but I remember Keith White's dad making them funnel cakes up there that night.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him making, I mean, I just remember all that's the part I remember about it.
Freddie White was president of the band boosters for years, and So he was among those organizing it, and Betty Jane Ball and Simeon Cameron and all that crew. They were longtime band boosters, and they had the whole community, the Rotary Club, the Lions Club, the post office, whoever. They grabbed everybody to come up and make 1,700 hot dogs, hamburgers, sandwiches. I can't remember it was this huge list of items. I found my mother's notes for the concessionaires, and it was so funny. I couldn't believe that they did all that.
That's amazing, and even those type of traditions are holding true here tonight. I mean, if you're coming to this, they encourage you to come if you're a supporter. Naturally, nearby Casey County and Marian County, we do ask you to like and share this stream because we want you to be involved with it, and you can watch it at any time. But if it is a chance for you to come here, it's going to be a beautiful night, a very comfortable night here to watch a band contest. The competition of it, you even kind of alluded to it. How have you seen it, even from your decade of being involved in band to today? What are you seeing some of the competitive natures of it?
So, every band will have a theme, like you said, theater production.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll pick a theme, and then they're judged based on the visuals and the musical aspect of it. And how many judges will there be?
I expect 6 or 8 today. I'm not even exactly
Okay.
sure, but yeah, music effect, visual effect, and that has changed from back in the days.
They have props,
props,
which is different from when you were in it.
Percussion judges. They even more today. Every band, even small ones such as ours, have multiple. You have your head band director and an assistant director, but you have instructors for
Volunteering their time.
Yes, for the brass, the percussion, the
Flag.
auxiliary guard, the flags, the rifles, whatever. Yeah. So you'll have multiple instructors, and it's time consuming. It's costly, but it's such a great program. Like she said, everybody participates. It's
what you were talking about too with the parents, band moms and dads.
Oh.
I mean,
the
we need
boosters.
'em.
The boosters are the backbone of these programs.
Right.
Every band will have the parents and the band boosters, and they are a critical part of these.
Miss
Of the
Erin
band.
always said she couldn't run it without the band moms. So
That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
pretty
and when
awesome.
Ellen and was in the band, one whole year, my van was filled up with the food, and I followed the buses and the trucks, the equipment.
We get emotional if we see the caravan of
caravan
all the trailers.
when they
and the
start
van.
pulling
that.
out. I start crying. just seeing them
so
going
fun.
to the contest.
Yeah.
But we took the food, and you set it up and like in the parking lots, like they're doing out here today, and so that's a critical part of it. And you feed them off in two 3 meals a day while you're out at these contests. It's an all-day affair.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about. We'll take a quick break when we come back. Hopefully we get a shot at the parking lot. I was just amazed coming in each year, or anything I see associated with the band. I mean, there's semi-tractor trailer trucks that bring in the equipment, and again, the theatrics that go along with these competition pieces, as you can see there. The shot of just some of the large trucks that are here. They were here. I got here about 5 o'clock. They were here before me.
Oh, yeah.
So there's just so much that goes alongside with it. It's just amazing of the cost and the expense, as both Margaret and Ellen were talking about. But we're going to take a quick time out. We got more. We want to thank our sponsors that have been just a big part of being able to do this, and we're glad to be able to do this. So again, like and share. Don't forget that not only are we on G&G On Demand and G&G Productions Facebook, but you can go to Roku and stream it live on your TV, through Apple, through Fire TV, YouTube, any of the top pieces there that stream. You can do that with this piece tonight, and you can go online naturally to our website that we've got set up, gng.live. If you do want to catch this band contest at any time, it'll be there for you. We're going to take a quick time out. Back for more in just a moment. The Washington County Band Contest. Well, it is a G&G production.
Welcome Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all: recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
Looking for a getaway that's truly off the beaten path? Welcome to Restin' Holes, a one-of-a-kind underground stay along Kentucky's Bourbon Trail. Relax with stunning views, a peaceful waterfall, and top-notch amenities: hot tub, sauna, garden, playground, and more. Guests say it's eye-catching, unforgettable, and like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. Book your stay at Restin' Holes, the underground escape you'll never forget.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marian, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Ooh, snappy tomato pizza.
We hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Ooh, snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
I'm ready for a snappy tomato pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Looking for custom t-shirts or embroidery? Come see us at United Threads in Lebanon. Whether it's for your ball team, your business, a family reunion, fundraiser, or your club, we've got you covered. From hats to shirts, we can design it, print it, and embroider it. All done in-house with top quality results. Find us at 100 Corporate Drive right behind Hardee's and next to Kroger in Lebanon. That's United Threads, because when you look good, your team looks united.
Since 1919, Conway Heaton has proudly served Kentucky drivers as the oldest Ford dealership in the state for over a century. We've been helping families find the right car, truck, or SUV with hometown service you can count on. At Conway Heaton, we're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Come see us in Barstown today. Conway Heaton Ford, celebrating over 100 years of tradition, service, and community. Back again at Commander Field in Washington County, it's the site for a Saturday night band contest, and Washington County has revived the band contest. It starts at 6:45, so plenty of time to get here and plenty of time to sit back, relax, and get ready for 5 bands in competition. Washington County Band will be performing this evening. So lead me through a band contest. If I'm just sitting here watching it, what's going to happen? What will we experience tonight? This is probably not as large as some, but they're trying to revive it.
Right.
And I will say that I did look at the website for the bands in Kentucky. There's 9 other contests tonight.
Yes.
So when you have competition like that, but lead me through the competition.
Let me lead you through the day, because
Okay.
usually
That's better.
The night before, if it's a home game, the band has to play for the home field team, then they wake up a lot of times. How early sometimes? 4:30, 5 in the morning.
4:35. They have a practice before the first thing once they get to the school.
Or that's how we always do it.
Yes.
I don't know how they do
Yeah.
it now, but we always had to practice, get up early. Then we have to load all the trucks, load the uniforms, all that, and then, breakfast, all that. So when you see this few minutes on the field, it's been an all day.
Well, really all night.
All
'cause it started
night.
Friday night.
Right,
Yeah,
right. So it's a
I
lot
get
of
it.
time. So once you get them on the field, what you want to see and feel, you want to get goosebumps. You want the band when you have that feeling, you're like, oh gosh, okay, that music is.
We've done well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like you say, they come a few hours ahead of time typically to get unloaded,
Mm-hmm.
to get the props out here, to give them a chance to get something to eat. They have to change into uniforms, and that's
production in
quite a
itself.
production, yes, with all the, sometimes they even, have multiple uniforms during one show. And then warm-up time, which is 45 minutes ahead of time. They give them time to warm up, and it's all very timed. You have certain places to be and go, and that's one reason you do need a bunch of volunteers for any contest.
Yeah, and whenever you come into the contest and whenever it is over, you have the awards ceremony. Kind of lead me through that. What we'll go through for that? Even though we only have really, I think, a couple of bands in competition tonight, but if it were a larger one, you would have a lot of ceremony to that.
Mm-hmm. So you'll have your field commander and your directors down on the field. You're just waiting. You don't want to hear your name early. You want to hear it. At the end.
Yeah. and this is for early in the season. These bands are qualifying or are trying to build from the beginning of the season to the finals. The state competition is the last show of the year, and they'll go to
for you football people, that's their Super Bowl.
That's the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's
it
the
is.
playoffs.
And there's a regional prior to the week before that, and then so you're building each week, and I don't even know if you used to have to place in certain or go to at least 2 preliminary qualifying KMEA contests, and I think this is a KMEA contest today.
It is.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, it's
so
on their website.
That's right. So that's important for them.
And participating in them, is there any type of point scales or anything like that, or is it just maybe how you would place in these contests that leads you up into either,
No, it's definitely there's definitely points in scoring. Yes,
that.
and the judges will have their their spreadsheets. Certain music judges' scores will count higher than others, and then the visuals count a certain percentage. So and it's all. Probably the judges don't know until it's tabulated together who is the highest score.
Quick time out. We'll be back with more in just a moment. This is the Washington County Band Contest. Beautiful Saturday evening on Commander Field. We invite you to join us right here on G&G Productions.
Welcome to Lebanon, Kentucky, a place where every meal is a celebration of flavor, tradition, and community. From our famous country ham and homemade biscuits to the freshest farm-to-table produce, every bite is a journey through Kentucky's finest ingredients. Share a meal with friends, explore our charming local eateries, and discover the warm hospitality that makes Lebanon, Kentucky truly special. Taste the heart of Kentucky right here in Lebanon. Lebanon, Kentucky. Savor the flavor, share the moment.
It's alive! It's alive! And it's coming to Central Kentucky Theater in downtown Springfield. Don't miss Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks' madcap comedy colliding with Mary Shelley's classic monster tale. Laugh out loud as Frederick Frankenstein, Igor, Inga, and Frau Blucher bring you a monstrously good time. Performances are October 10th, 11th, 12th, and October 17th, 18th, and 19th. Get your tickets now and join us for this unforgettable, hilarious adventure in Transylvania. Central Kentucky Theater presents Young Frankenstein. Visit centralkytheater.com for tickets today.
Opening an account is easy at Farmers National Bank. We're here to help you get started.
With options like secure checking, student checking, and even senior checking, we can help you find the account that best fits your current needs. Farmers National Bank. Local, friendly, ready to serve you.
Member FDIC.
Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all. Recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
Looking for a getaway that's truly off the beaten path? Welcome to Reston Homes, a one-of-a-kind underground stay along Kentucky's Bourbon Trail. Relax with stunning views, a peaceful waterfall, and top-notch amenities, hot tub, sauna, garden, playground, and more. Guests say it's eye-catching, unforgettable, and like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. Book your stay at Reston Homes, the underground escape you'll never forget.
It's important for us to get to back and forth to the doctors and to the groceries. It's just helpful for us because we don't have any transportation at all to get to the doctors.
I can't fit in other people's cars and stuff, so rolling in and out is better for me, going in and out. They're good teams. They're good teams to come pick you up there on time and everything.
Well, in Springfield, if you're watching from outside the area, we had some well-needed rain come in the past couple of days. Basically, the area was in a drought region. I know in the southern part of Kentucky they were in a much worse drought, but still burn bans in effect for some of the areas. But as you can see, what a beautiful night in Springfield for the Washington County band contest, and bands are rolling in, and this is a beautiful field, a turf field. Ladies, any big deal to marching on a turf field or anything? Have you any of the folks you've talked about? Is it tougher? Is it great?
It won't be muddy.
So
Hallelujah.
much better.
Is it better?
Yes.
Well, tell me why.
I remember specifically my freshman year, we had a tarp on the field, and
yes.
it was storming, and we still went out, or it wasn't storming, I guess, raining.
It was raining.
Wet, our props were sinking in the mud. It was like a comedy show, how many people fell on the tarp. So, yes, turf is much better. We don't have mud, we don't have to clean our uniform.
Don't have to clean. You used to have to dry clean and, brush and dry. It was.
Well, let's talk about the Bennett R. Lewis days.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many turf fields around in that day, but
there sure weren't.
So, when I talked to Sean Allen, who's producing our program this evening, he said, okay, how's Saturday night, rain or shine? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So rain or shine, you probably saw some pretty interesting conditions going to some of these bands.
Oh, we did.
Festivals.
And back in my day, even before the contest, you had parades in the town you went to.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
you marched your parade. You did your show, and then some of the contests, many of them these days, you have two run-throughs. You have a preliminary and a finals. So you didn't have the finals in those days, but there were at least a couple of Saturdays we went to two band contests in a day. We would go to one, march in the afternoon, pick up and go to another contest, unpack, do the whole thing again, and march a second contest. And I believe I think we won two different contests in the same day.
Humble brag.
I know, that's
There
right.
you go.
I'm bragging on my group. Yeah, we had a good.
Let's talk. How about these buttons? And you can see those through the camera. Hold them up there.
These are vintage.
They are cool. Talk about those. And talk about the shirts. I love them.
Oh,
they look so cool.
Yeah.
Well,
They
we
look so
used to
cool,
have the
guys.
yellow shirts, and then when I started, we went to black shirts. But mine is from 2008. The first year we won the state championship. Kristen Harrod was a senior. She had a feature. Caitlin Harrod had a feature. It was.
I think that was my first year too.
Yes.
And Sean Allen
Yes.
just told us that was his first year as well.
Yes.
As he was involved
And we
in the
won.
band.
I remember Scotty Burns said to Miss Harrod, "Let's just go do it," because they had been making the finals, the top four. And he said, "Let's get after it." And so we won 2008 for the first time. So cool.
And on the back is her theme, and then on the back of my shirt is Entrapment. That was the
The
second
next
year,
and we won.
and they won the state 2 years in a row. And then every year you were in high school, you were in the finals, and that's a big deal. That's like making the state tournament every year in
Yeah, a
basketball.
couple of those buttons from Earl Grigsby's antique shop down there when he had it
These
open.
were
Look at
even
them.
Jane McElroy. These were
Yeah,
back
aren't
in the
they
day
cool?
of the 70s and 80s, a couple of these. And people want my old band buttons, but there's Ellen, her
They're
senior.
cool.
This was her senior year theme, the fast track. Do you remember the train signs on the field?
Oh, yeah.
Kids love that one.
Kids love that show. Bob Grider had a big solo in the beginning, and it had a big train theme, the whole thing. Yeah.
Hannah Lewis. Yep.
So anyway, these are so I wore these to all the band contests, and I
cool.
pulled them out today.
I loved it when we were talking about the themes, because even the band contests I went and helped with Bob Harrod, I can remember some of the themes. We talked about The Lion King. I remember one group came in and it was Chicago hits. I'm talking about Chicago the band, not Chicago the Broadway. I'm talking about Chicago the band. So awesome. And we've seen those changes come along with even the bands coming in, bringing some of their equipment here this evening. They really do put so much time, and I want to get to the time piece of this more than anything, and effort in getting ready for these performances to make sure, not only the music, but everything has to be in step and everything has to be in unison.
Well,
Talk about that.
they hire in drill instructors, and they hire people to they write the drill. Debbie can give me better words for this. And then they also, a lot of bands hire people to compose their music, and based on what your talents are in your band, if you have a lot of brass players, woodwinds, percussion, so they write the music. I mean, they don't.
Miss Herod was really good about, we'd have our pieces. Well, say we had a really strong, low brass section, she would rewrite so that the low brass was featured more.
Yeah.
If we had a weaker saxophone section, whatever it was. So I'm like, the talent.
You show your the positives you have and the assets you have. So you have a great trumpet soloist. The year her. She had Caitlin and Kristen with these great solos. The first year they won in the state competition, and it was awesome.
And the thing I see so interesting is not just the expense you're talking about. I mean, you're fabricating different carts and buggies that are being able to showcase the silks or whatever or the colors are that go along with the type of performances that you're doing. That's what I've noticed. Even at the football games that we do. When they come out the half, you notice they bring out all that. And I go, my gosh, this is what you would see at a Broadway show.
It is. It is like we said. It's a real production. The pit is, the percussion down on the field.
At the front, usually.
And you're timed from the moment you get on the field.
Yes.
And like today's show, they might not have it fully finished.
They will not, probably.
So they'll add to it each week. And then by, state, they'll have it all there, final sets and everything.
I think it's 10 minutes typically on the field, but then you have 15 to get on the field or off the field, and you're penalized if you are not. You don't have all your equipment and your people off the field by the end of the 15 minutes.
Yeah, and if I recall, Bob Harrod even told me this. You got to get on and off in that amount of time, regardless. So if somebody has a button break or someone doesn't have all their instruments ready to go,
something always
goes
bad,
wrong, right?
Yeah,
something's always going to go
and
wrong. You got to be prepared for that, don't you?
That's
the show
right.
Goes on.
And that's why you'll see those extras. Those parents might be running out on the field and pushing the drums off or whatever. Picking up the extra flags or whatever's left. Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. This is Margaret Goatley. This is Ellen Goatley. They're here with Hal Good tonight. We are glad to bring you the Washington County Band Concert that's going to be going on here this evening. I say concert, but it's a contest that will have 5 bands in contest this evening. So we're going to take a quick time out. We've got more coming up for you. Sit back, enjoy the music that we have coming up. It's going to start at 6:45. We'll have all the ceremonies and all the bands all right here. The Washington County Band Contest, well, it is a G&G production.
Snap, snap. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Ooh, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Ooh, Snappy Tomato Pizza. We are dedicated to making the best. We'd like you to put it to the test.
Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Looking for custom t-shirts or embroidery? Come see us at United Threads in Lebanon. Whether it's for your ball team, your business, a family reunion, fundraiser, or your club, we've got you covered. From hats to shirts, we can design it, print it, and embroider it. All done in-house with top quality results. Find us at 100 Corporate Drive right behind Hardee's and next to Kroger in Lebanon. That's United Threads, because when you look good, your team looks united.
Since 1919, Conway Heaton has proudly served Kentucky drivers as the oldest Ford dealership in the state for over a century. We've been helping families find the right car, truck, or SUV with hometown service you can count on. At Conway Heaton, we're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Come see us in Barstown today. Conway Heaton Ford, celebrating over 100 years of tradition, service, and community.
The most important part of your business are all the people who come through your doors every day. and Cintas can help you take care of them. Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
Get ready for the workday.
Kick off your Sunday shoes, Central Kentucky. It's Footloose the Musical, and it's coming to the Central Kentucky Theater in Springfield. Don't miss this high-energy story of love, rebellion, and the power of dance, featuring a rockin' top 40 score with hits you know and dynamic new songs. Join us November 14th, 15th, and 16th, and again November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd for a show that will lift your heart and get your toes a-tapping. Footloose the Musical. Let's hear it for the boy, and let's hear it for the show.
Ready for a new adventure? We'll help you get there, by land or by water. New car, ATV, RV, or boat? Wherever your next adventure takes you, we make your loan process simple, stress-free, and fast.
Farmers National Bank. Local decisions, personal service, real relationships.
Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all: recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
And we want to thank the Springfield Tourism Commission. They are our title sponsor, bringing you coverage on G&G Productions of the Washington County Marching Band Contest. And you can see the beautiful field here at Washington County High School. We'll keep it on that for just a moment or two because I want to get Margaret's thoughts on that field. Margaret, isn't it interesting to see? You know, we talked about the Bennett R. Lewis Field and where these fields have gone here in Washington County and what they have slowly become as far as not only just for competition in sports but competitions in band.
Oh, this turf field makes it great for the bands. Again, like we mentioned, you don't have to worry about the mud. If it rains, that's okay. It makes it this nice track and new entranceways into the stadium itself. Gives us you can get all your equipment in, and so I think it's going to be great for future contests and for the band practicing.
Delighted to have with us here up in the press box of the Commander Field, Debbie Harrod. And Debbie, boy, you know, we've I think any time in Washington County that I've known of, if your name is not mentioned, it's by someone that has no idea what the band, couldn't even spell band. You are such a historic figure in this because of the tradition you set.
Well, I had a lot of people behind me and that helped along the way. So, this program has had a long tradition of great band directors over the years. You know, I know Margaret and I both had Mike Bernard. Brian Guest started me.
Started me too.
And so we go way back.
Tim King.
Tim King, and even to the effect of that. Scotty, Mr. Burns, graduated from here. So it's always been a community event of, raising up these kids in the band program. And, because I remember when I was in high school, that was just kind of that was the thing to do.
Right.
And going back all those years and thinking of that, and it's so funny that, when after I got out and I was teaching and I started at Nelson County, and my husband Bob at the time was at Campbellsville, and then he ended up being the band director here. So, and then just the whole legacy of this band program. And now to look at this field, this is the first time I've been here on this field.
Oh, wow, isn't it awesome?
This is fantastic. And it's just so wonderful that the community has poured their their souls and money into this to let this come to fruition finally. And it's a wonderful thing to see and know that now we are, reestablishing this band contest now.
Yeah.
So my first drink of band was with your late husband, Bob, when he asked me to MC one. And I can't think of how much enjoyment I had that night, but it was really hard for him to talk me into doing it. I was just a radio guy doing ball games. It's like trying to get Margaret to come tonight, but she's had more fun than any of us. Her daughter's going to tell you that, and doing an excellent job, I might add. But, it was just so interesting, even at that time period, to see the bands and the competition. And I feel like I was able to learn more about the competition part, but also learn to respect the time and effort that's put into this. Talk about that as a director with all the folks that you've had, under your tutelage.
Yeah, a band director at any given time, especially during marching season, and Margaret can attest to this, and Ellen can also. It's hours upon hours. And, there were nights during marching season that, I may not get home till 9, 10 o'clock at night. And it was nothing for, me to put in 60 to 80 hours a week. And, of course, my girls grew up in the band after Bob passed away, and I took over, and that was one thing I would like to publicly say is the Washington County Band Boosters just gave me the biggest hug and promised me that they would make sure that my girls were taken care of at all times.
That's great.
And they did. Every rehearsal, they'd have blankets out on the field, and my kids had toys and coloring books, and and they were brought up that way. And and it's a family oriented thing. You think back to the established families in Springfield that have raised their kids in the band program. And so that tradition is just, you can't put a price tag on it. But yes, those kids have to be dedicated, because, and that is one thing I pride myself on, is I would give ownership to the juniors and seniors in the program and say, if things aren't going the way you want them, then we need to look and see what we're not doing and how are we going to change this, So, and that was, for me, that was a great tool to use. It gave them more ownership over the program. And so every year, at the end of the year, I would have next year's juniors and seniors over to my house, and we would have a cookout. And it was a Bash Miss Herod venue. They could say whatever they wanted and say, I don't know about this and how we did this. And then, and I was like, okay, so how do you think we should do it? And they would come up with things. And then I would say, okay, that sounds good, but here's the reality of that, But it gave the kids more ownership over the program and just learning how to deal with each other and, and band kids are friends for life.
Right.
I just got back from a Florida trip with, my high school friends that I was in band with for years and years, and wonderful trip and wonderful friends. And I always tell the band kids, you don't have to be best friends, but you have to respect each other. And you have to work together. Because when you get out and you get a job, you're going to be expected to work. No matter what that job is, you're going to be expected to be on time. You're going to be expected to step up to whatever they ask you to do.
And that's the thing I think band does teach. The responsibility, like she said, you have to be on time. And if one or two is missing, like Ellen even said earlier, it's the whole team. And if you have to pull together.
It's a fraternity / sorority, or as you both know, like a Rotary Club.
Absolutely.
That type of connection. Debbie Harrod is here with us. She's a past band director here at Washington County. Tonight she's a judge. Talk about that. Talk about that judging, because I remember when I asked Bob, they were sitting there talking into recorders, and I sat by 3 or 4 guys. And I go, "What's going on here?" And they were really laying it on. So I thought, gosh, how could they be so so critical of these poor students out there. But I mean, I think for the betterment of it, as a judge, you are there not to criticize, but to critique.
Yes. And it's all laid out. As a matter of fact, at KMEA, which is the Kentucky Educators Association, now all the judges in the state of Kentucky are required to test before they can become a judge. And that's something that's been new. And all the terminology is laid out on sheets, and the scoring system, trying to make it, more consistent. And one of the guys I'm judging with right now, and he was like, what piece of advice can you give me? And I said, just remember that when you got your judges' tapes back after the contest, how did that judge make you feel? Did you learn something from those tapes, or did you just want to turn the tape off and not let your kids hear it? Because it's supposed to be a learning,
learning tool. Yeah.
And I know every Sunday without fail, and Ellen can tell you this, I spend all my Sunday afternoons listening to every single judge's tape. And I went through every single comment, whether it be positive or negative, and I wrote it down on the sheet. And so Monday, when these kids walked in, I was handing out sheets and going, all right, here's what we're doing. And we'd listen to a few, we'd watch the video. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, good debrief tool as well.
What are you judging tonight, Debbie?
I'm judging visual ensemble tonight.
Okay. So and how many others will there be? Several.
There's 6 panel judges.
Okay.
And now one thing that they've changed, and I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, is they have 2 judges on the field now.
Oh, okay.
So it's like BOA.
Okay.
And so the visual judge will be on the field, and it's visual, individual visual judge, and then individual music judge.
Okay.
I've asked this question to both Ellen and Margaret, but I think it'd be a good question for you as well. The changes of how the bands and the performances are there. I mean, we were talking about earlier, and we won't revamp, but I mean, we're seeing fabricated racks with colors. We're seeing instead of more of your flag twirlers, we're seeing actresses out there.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is more of a production. Talk about some of that and what it's led up to today.
Well, this is how old I am. I started in '86, and there was no pit percussion. We marched all those, and it has developed into a pageantry show, and you tell a story on the field, and it requires a lot of commitment from the parents to help out with building props, painting props, sewing, outfits. And of course now that's what's so expensive. They change their uniforms every year.
Yeah.
And and I am blessed that I got out before all that.
Y'all were sewing buttons every season, weren't
yes.
you? Keep the uniforms another year, not the budget.
You have to be, if you want to be competitive, you have to do all that.
Sure.
And we've been blessed here at Washington County that we have such a good, solid band booster organization, and they're willing to put in the time to help with that. But you're right, it's a full-blown production now. And I handed the reins off to Scotty, and he took it and has done a fabulous job. And his wife Teresa is right there by his side, and she did her student teaching with me.
That's something.
Yeah,
that's great.
So it's it's a process, and you try to keep up to date on it, but it has really blown into and I, even today that we're the tablets that we're using have been issued from KMEA.
Right.
And we had to be given a tutorial on how to use them and what to do.
That's something else. It's amazing.
It's something else.
Thank you for all your leadership in the band in this, not just here in Washington County, but, it's a reflection probably in the whole area, if not all of Kentucky, some of the work that you've been able to do.
Well,
so
thank you.
I'll give you kudos on that. Again, Debbie,
we were fortunate,
we were fortunate to have her
Debbie
here.
and Bob over the years.
We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more as we're counting down to 6:45, which is only about 10 minutes away, and we'll get this thing started. It is the Washington County Marching Band Contest, and you're watching it on G&G Productions.
Looking for a getaway that's truly off the beaten path? Welcome to Restin' Holes, a one-of-a-kind underground stay along Kentucky's Bourbon Trail. Relax with stunning views, a peaceful waterfall, and top-notch amenities, hot tub, sauna, garden, playground, and more. Guests say it's eye-catching, unforgettable, and like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. Book your stay at Reston Homes, the underground escape you'll never forget.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marian, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
Looking for custom t-shirts or embroidery? Come see us at United Threads in Lebanon. Whether it's for your ball team, your business, a family reunion, fundraiser, or your club, we've got you covered. From hats to shirts, we can design it, print it, and embroider it, all done in-house with top quality results. Find us at 100 Corporate Drive right behind Hardee's and next to Kroger in Lebanon. That's United Threads, because when you look good, your team looks united.
Since 1919, Conway Heaton has proudly served Kentucky drivers as the oldest Ford dealership in the state for over a century. We've been helping families find the right car, truck, or SUV with hometown service you can count on. At Conway Heaton, we're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Come see us in Barstown today. Conway Heaton Ford, celebrating over 100 years of tradition, service, and community.
Welcome to Lebanon, Kentucky, a place where every meal is a celebration of flavor, tradition, and community. From our famous country ham and homemade biscuits to the freshest farm-to-table produce, every bite is a journey through Kentucky's finest ingredients. Share a meal with friends, explore our charming local eateries, and discover the warm hospitality that makes Lebanon, Kentucky truly special. Taste the heart of Kentucky right here in Lebanon. Lebanon, Kentucky. Savor the flavor, share the moment.
It's alive! It's alive! And it's coming to Central Kentucky Theater in downtown Springfield. Don't miss Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks' madcap comedy colliding with Mary Shelley's classic monster tale. Laugh out loud as Frederick Frankenstein, Igor, Inga, and Frau Blucher bring you a monstrously good time. Performances are October 10th, 11th, 12th, and October 17th, 18th, and 19th. Get your tickets now and join us for this unforgettable, hilarious adventure in Transylvania. Central Kentucky Theater presents Young Frankenstein. Visit centralkytheater.com for tickets today.
Did you know you can now watch G&G Productions and on demand on your favorite devices? That's right, we're streaming on Apple TV, Roku TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Catch every moment online at gng.live or follow the action live on Facebook and YouTube. Wherever you are, we've got you covered. G&G Productions, your news, sports, and community activities brought to you live and free.
Back again at Commander Field. That's what you're seeing right now on this beautiful Saturday evening in Central Kentucky. We ask you to like and share this if you're on Facebook. But if you saw just a moment ago, we can get you a little bit better stream if you'd like. At least that's what we like to say. It's you still have a good stream on a Facebook or an Instagram, but you can sit back in the comfort of your home and just watch it on your TV by going to Roku and downloading our free app. And you can pick up that free app through Roku and Apple. Also, just Fire TV. You can go on and naturally have YouTube, but we do have the Facebook Live. And as you can see, we are live and we are free, and there's a lot of not only sports activities, but there are a lot, as I have been able to find out, by looking at band contests that you have to also pay service fees for band contests. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But guess what? G&G, you don't have to. We're live and free for a reason, and that's because of our sponsors that come in and help us on that. This is Margaret Goatley, and this is Ellen Goatley, past members of the Washington County Band, but definitely our experts when we're talking about the band. You know, we talked about how folks are helping G&G, but golly, the support these bands get. We talked about parents, but we talk now, I want to lean on the communities a little bit. You know, if you don't have a community that's going to back a band, it is very difficult, isn't it? Because this is not a cheap endeavor.
No. And it feels so good, you know, when you're out on the field and you can look up and you see, you know, the Washington County section and you hear them spelling out commanders, you know.
Oh,
it's
cool.
so special. And then when you win and you come back into town and you get the police escort, and it's just, it's amazing. It's
People
fun.
come out
Yeah.
down on Main Street and,
Yeah.
and, you know, honk their horns, follow you into
Yeah.
town,
Yeah.
you know.
And when we were at the Yum Center, you know, we get to perform there. I mean, how cool is that? You know, when you make it to state.
When you make it to the state finals, you were at one of these big
or not the Yum Center. What is the Cardinal?
Cardinal Field,
Stadium.
Cardinal
whatever
Stadium,
that is,
yeah. Used to be L&N, but I'm not sure. They
Papa
may have
John's
changed.
or something?
They may have changed that sponsorship, but anyhow, it's such a big place for the finals in this for the state tournament, if you will, for the bands around the area.
And band parents, any band on the field will get applause, and the parents and the other band students are encouraged to, you know, applaud the other band, support the other bands, you know, that even the ones you're competing against. So
it's polite.
It is polite. It's hopefully good sportsmanship. You come up against your rivals,
things like that.
Yeah, but anyway, for the most part, like I said, it's you get a lot of finally, you know, performing and being recognized. It's a great feeling for the
Well, you
kids.
as Ellen's mother, let me ask you, maybe follow up a little bit more on what I talked about earlier, is just the general cost. I mean, just for the band instruments and pieces like that, I mean, there has to be a expense towards that, I'm sure.
When you start in the band, usually around here, I think 6th grade level, most people have to rent an instrument to start with because you know, purchasing them, it's expensive, and some people you can purchase used ones through your local program. Many of these bigger instruments and more expensive ones, the band has to buy these days, and so you know, one of these silver tubas, I forget, several $1,000s.
I'm sure.
And so, you know, that uses up. The band has a certain budget, but, you know, if you need one new tuba this year, that eats up a big chunk of it. You know, as you progress in the band, you go for a better instrument. You know, the beginners start with the beginner instruments, and if you go into high school and you're still playing, like I switched from a beginner saxophone to a more advanced one. I still have my instrument,
Oh,
you
how
know,
about
and I bought
played it.
and then she
And then
played
you
it.
played
Yeah,
it.
so then she
So
played
there
it.
you
So
go.
then you
How
pass
about
them
that?
down, and then John Coe bought my beginner instrument, and then I laugh at a yard sale. Greg goes, "I found a saxophone today. I bought it. I bought you a tenor saxophone." I said, "Greg, that's the one I sold to." I gave away to John Coe. Yeah, you know, it was funny. So anyway, but the ones that the high school players are usually they are extremely expensive. Yeah, so there has to be you know, ways they give them fundraising, scholarships, rentals. Yes, to help pay for that. Sure.
Yeah, that makes it all really worthwhile. Keep it right here. When we come back, we're just a few minutes away as we'll get things started with the Washington County Marching Band Contest. You got it live and free. It's on G&G Productions.
At Farmers National Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in success.
Whether you're managing your personal checking, growing your business, exploring digital banking, or applying for a loan, we're here to help with all of your financial needs.
Decisions are made right here locally by people who understand you and your community because we live here too.
Farmers National Bank. Local decisions, personal service, real relationships. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all: recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marian, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy tomato pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
I'm ready for a snappy tomato pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
With the singing of our national anthem, tonight being led and performed by Destiny Cundiff. Please stand and face the east end zone.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem here at the Washington County Marching Band contest. If you were able to catch some of the public address announcing, that's done by
Welcome,
Jordan Simpson.
everyone,
Let me
and
go back
thank you
to
for
him a
joining
minute.
us
He's,
this
giving a few
evening for the
announcements here. Let's
first
see what he
ever
has to
Washington
say.
County Commander Band contest. We're excited to have you here to support all of our talented performers. In order to ensure a smooth and respectful experience for both the performers and the audience, we ask for you to cooperate with the following guidelines. As a courtesy to all performers, we kindly ask that you refrain from entering or exiting the stands while bands are performing. Additionally, please note that no spectators are permitted on the track at any time, before, during, or after the contest. Today's lineup features incredible talent from the following bands across Kentucky: Casey County Marching Band, the Marian County Marching Band, the Pride of Pulaski Marching Band, North Oldham High School Marching Band, Grayson County High School Band, and your host, the Washington County Commander Marching Band. Thank you for supporting these hard-working and dedicated students. Be sure to stop by our concession stand for snacks, drinks, and more. We hope you enjoy the show.
Again, that was Jordan Simpson. He's the public address announcer this evening, and we'll be going to him, and he answered a lot of questions that we were going to talk about, especially about the bands that are here today and tonight that'll be performing. And again, ladies, they're going to start at 7 on the nose, they said. So when you talked about it being timely, you were telling the truth. This is a timely type of event, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. I mean, precision, from the moment you walk on the field to the moment you walk off. You don't want to overstay your welcome. They're timing you, they're timing the show. So, yep, it'll start 7 on the dot.
And I want to remind you
the
that
bands were all mentioned, but we'll talk
free.
about them some
Just
too. But again, we want to remind everybody's watching that
a
lot of that information as it gets started with limited time, Jordan will be giving us all the information on that. But our first band is the single A band this evening, and that's Casey County. They are Class A. I don't know if y'all have looked too much as far as their performance, but Jordan will be going over a lot of that. But your single A bands are normally your smaller schools. They're just like a football team if they're under a single A, aren't they?
Exactly, yep. We were 2A band when I was in school.
We are single A this time,
Okay.
and we had the past year or two, and we were 3rd in the state last year, and so this band will be in our same class this time. They're probably about roughly 20 single A bands in the state, 20 in each division, and they divide them up at the beginning of each season.
So is it based on school size or band size? School size, right?
I think it is school size.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, and somebody could jump on Facebook and correct me, but it's very similar to how you see any of your basketball and football teams as you see them go up or down from single A to 2A to 3A. The same way, it's the amount of students that are there and that are at the school itself. And again, as Casey County is getting ready, we will have a 7 o'clock start, so we'll start here in about 9 minutes. It does give us just one moment to take a break, and it gives you a chance to sit back, relax, and get prepared, as Casey County will be our first band this evening. It all starts at 7 o'clock. This is the Washington County Marching Band Contest, and it is a G&G production.
Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all: recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
Looking for a getaway that's truly off the beaten path? Welcome to Reston Homes, a one-of-a-kind underground stay along Kentucky's Bourbon Trail. Relax with stunning views, a peaceful waterfall, and top-notch amenities: hot tub, sauna, garden, playground, and more. Guests say it's eye-catching, unforgettable, and like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. Book your stay at Reston Homes, the underground escape you'll never forget.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marian, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Looking for custom t-shirts or embroidery? Come see us at United Threads in Lebanon. Whether it's for your ball team, your business, a family reunion, fundraiser, or your club, we've got you covered. From hats to shirts, we can design it, print it, and embroider it. All done in-house with top quality results. Find us at 100 Corporate Drive right behind Hardee's and next to Kroger in Lebanon. That's United Threads, because when you look good, your team looks united.
Since 1919, Conway Heaton has proudly served Kentucky drivers as the oldest Ford dealership in the state for over a century. We've been helping families find the right car, truck, or SUV with hometown service you can count on. At Conway Heaton, we're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Come see us in Barstown today. Conway Heaton Ford, celebrating over 100 years of tradition, service, and community.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
Well, as you're looking at Washington County Commander Field, that's the Casey County Band that will be our first performing band here this evening under the direction of Isaac Sparks. And we welcome our friends from Liberty as they'll be the first band. Now, we were just talking about that a moment ago. And again, if you're just tuning in, Margaret Goatley and Ellen Goatley, both past band members, are here with me this evening. We were talking just a moment ago a little bit about the direction. Again, it's in 15-minute intervals. But most of your bands, they understand that. When they're coming out, they know when it's time to go, we go, and when it's time to stop, we stop and get off the field.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes. So the transition on and off the field, you'll see parents helping, in between, after this one and before the next one, you'll see a little more rush for the second band. But this Casey County band, they're small, 20 on the field? Mom?
Yes, that's what it says,
Okay.
20 on the field.
20 on the field. And their field commander is also going to be playing clarinet, so you can watch out for her. So you'll see with these smaller bands, they just make do with what they have.
Anything they would do different than maybe like a 3A or 4A band would do this early in the season?
They'll stay in the middle of the field for sure. They won't be marching down to the end zones. They're going to be kind of here in the middle. And it looks like they have all their pit kind of out in the middle of the field. Sometimes, Ellen, as she mentioned.
And the pit is the percussion that you see out there about
all the
50-yard
xylophones and keyboard and speakers and all that. And so
and everyone does it a little different, so you'll just see the creativity and everything come through.
Let's take another look at that Casey County band as they're setting up, because this would be a good question to as we get some of our cameras to look at, kind of give an idea. You talk about the pit section where most of your instruments are. Talk a little bit about that area of the band itself.
Shoot, the pit, they help just add more, sound, really. I mean, you needed a lot. Grace White, I loved watching her, in the pit. She was awesome when I was in band. But yeah, they just, you see all the xylophones and the drums and all that. So, yeah.
And this group, like I said, they have only 14 playing members. These others are in their guard over here, I guess. And as she said, the field commander is also an instrument player.
So I guess if you are a director, they've been out there for about 10 minutes. So when they bring you out to get you ready, you just stand in attention and ready.
Oh,
if it's 10 or 15 minutes,
right. And one thing Ms. Harrod just mentioned that we've not seen for a long time, there's going to be judges on the field walking out among them.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be 2 judges on the field and then several others up here in the press box. But so that's going to be something new.
Okay. Also, there's a lot of mishaps sometimes. One time in 2009. Entrapment year, the Washington County Band, set up 5 yards off. All of our props and everything were off. So then right before we started, we had to rush out. All the parents had to rush out and move 5 yards over because we were on a time crunch. So just fun to watch them set up.
And then people fall over one another. If the flags are in the way or not in the right spot, you've practiced, you're marching backwards, you don't see things, So yeah, that can be.
So we'll be going to our public address announcer. His name is Jordan Simpson, he was involved with you.
Oh, yeah. He was low brass trombone player.
There you go. He was involved with that, and then he came back, I think, and worked with Scotty Burns as assistant director.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a very talented young man. We'll be going to him in just a moment as he'll be giving the introductions. He'll be going through what the bands will be playing this evening, the whole theme of the bands, and we'll be revamping all that for you here after each performance. And again, 5 bands here this evening, and we've mentioned them for you, and we'll be following them through. After Casey County will be Marian County. Marian County is a 2A band, so if you're from nearby Lebanon, you'll want to make sure to stay tuned to this as they'll be coming up at it says 7:15, and they're going to keep everything on schedule here this evening. Let's go to Jordan Simpson.
Now entering the field at 7 o'clock, the Casey County Marching Band from Liberty, Kentucky. Under the direction of Isaac Sparks, Jeremy Owens, and Rachel Sparks. Their 2025 program is entitled Distorted and features the music selections including Mirror, Bridge Over Troubled Water, and This Is Me. Washington County High School is proud to present the Casey County Marching Band. Casey County, you may take the field in competition. That was the Casey County Marching Band from Liberty, Kentucky.
Casey County Band performing here this evening, our first band in our Washington County Marching Band contest. Nice job. Congratulations, and welcome our friends from Liberty who have come. And if you're watching from Liberty,
I want to remind you we do have a concession stand available located
I'm here
behind
with,
the stadium.
Margaret Goatley and
All
Ellen
purchases
Goatley.
for snacks,
Talk about
drinks,
what you
and
saw.
sweet
What you see
treats
out
will
there
go
this,
to support
this first band opening up.
You know, small.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, and they're making it work with, you know, everyone pitching in, doing dual roles. You know, clarinet and a field commander. I mean, it's cool. You make do. And
well, you were part of a smaller school, so you understand that.
I think my senior year we had 13 wind players.
And then some the additional pit players,
and
yes.
the flags, but
And
13, you know, so we understand, and Miss Harrod always got creative with it, and sometimes people would be switching instruments. But yeah, now you're seeing them all. They got to get off in time, and so everyone's pitching in to get off the side, and they'll go off the right, and then the next band will come up on the left.
On the left, and this was just probably maybe even half of their show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is early in the season. They're just getting started. They will have more pieces, more sets on the field, as they call it, and so this will each week as they continue to go to competitions on the future Saturdays.
Right.
They'll be adding. It'll be another minute longer next week, and another minute longer the following, or whatever.
We were talking about the different classes. I think John Higdon came in and really kind of helped clarify a few
Yes.
things. That's the glory of Facebook Live. People can go on and tell you some information, and if you're credible, we're going to take it, but if you're not, we're going to delete you. But we do know he had a lot of kids in the band, so interesting how that is put together, Margaret.
Yeah, your band class size depends on your school size and your band size, so it's a combination that. So you don't have a 90-piece band competing against a 15 or 20,
Mm-hmm.
and so the various class. Generally, the bands will get a little.
Well, that was the first band. It was a Class A band, and we're going to take a quick break. As we do, you'll see the Marian County Band setting up for their 7:15 performance. They are a 2A band, and the Marian County High School Band will be coming up next. We just ask you to stay tuned. This is the Washington County Band Contest, and it is a G&G production.
It's alive! It's alive! And it's coming to Central Kentucky Theater in downtown Springfield. Don't miss Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks' madcap comedy colliding with Mary Shelley's classic monster tale. Laugh out loud as Frederick Frankenstein, Igor, Inga, and Frau Blucher bring you a monstrously good time. Performances are October 10th, 11th, 12th, and October 17th, 18th, and 19th. Get your tickets now and join us for this unforgettable, hilarious adventure in Transylvania. Central Kentucky Theater presents Young Frankenstein. Visit centralkytheater.com for tickets today.
Opening an account is easy at Farmers National Bank. We're here to help you get started.
With options like secure checking, student checking, and even senior checking, we can help you find the account that best fits your current needs. Farmers National Bank. Local, friendly, ready to serve you.
Member FDIC.
Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all: recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
Looking for a getaway that's truly off the beaten path? Welcome to Restin' Homes, a one-of-a-kind underground stay along Kentucky's Bourbon Trail. Relax with stunning views, a peaceful waterfall, and top-notch amenities: hot tub, sauna, garden, playground, and more. Guests say it's eye-catching, unforgettable, and like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. Book your stay at Restin' Homes, the underground escape you'll never forget.
It's important for us to get to back and forth to the doctors and to the grocery. It's just helpful for us because we don't have any transportation at all to get to the doctors.
I can't fit in other people's cars and stuff, so rolling in and out is better for me, going in and out. They're good teams. They're good teams to come pick you up there on time and everything.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy tomato pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy tomato pizza. We are dedicated to making the best. We'd like you to put it to the test.
Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Looking for custom t-shirts or embroidery? Come see us at United Threads in Lebanon. Whether it's for your ball team, your business, a family reunion, fundraiser, or your club, we've got you covered. From hats to shirts, we can design it, print it, and embroider it. All done in-house with top quality results. Find us at 100 Corporate Drive right behind Hardee's and next to Kroger in Lebanon. That's United Threads, because when you look good, your team looks united.
We're only 3 minutes away from the Marian County High School Band as they will be performing, and you can see that 2A band right now. They are setting up on the field. Interesting theme, Margaret. Talk about it.
Their theme is Western Horizons, and if you all can see out there, we have a little cactus across the football field. We have the band members. It looks like most of them have on a cowboy hat here. We're going to have some kind of Western show here, aren't we?
Creativity is a word I don't think we've dropped enough, but this Marian County High School Band are bringing a lot of creativity here this afternoon, it looks like.
Yeah, their props are, Zellen says, how cute. So we're enjoying as they come onto the field here, pretty sunny night, and
yeah, and just about a minute away, we'll be going to Jordan Simpson, who is our public address announcer this evening. I really do look at crowds, and everybody likes a crowd estimate. How many are there? And I've done that my whole career. And there is a nice crowd here. This is a huge home stands here at Washington County, and there are a lot of people here tonight. I'm proud of it. Some of the sides are a little skimpy, but in the middle, very thick with supporters of the band.
And a lot of these supporters have on the colored or matching shirts that go with their school and their band. But I see a lot of orange out in front of me. I see some blue. Oh, now they're starting to cheer.
Yeah, they're cheering. It is nighttime, so they know that time is drawing near. Let's go to Jordan Simpson.
Now entering the field at 7:15, the Marian County Marching Band from Lebanon, Kentucky. Under the direction of Adam McRae and Zachary Brady, their 2025 program is entitled Western Horizons and features musical selections including Home on the Range, Cheyenne, Heartland, and Wanted Dead or Alive. Washington County High School is proud to present the Marian County Marching Band.
A call, a drive to go west.
Marian County Marching Band, you may take the field in competition.
Gazing out upon the wide open spaces for a place to call my own. West was wild.
That was the Marian County Marching Band from Lebanon, Kentucky.
To a band performing from nearby Lebanon, the Marian County High School Band. And nice performance this evening. As you said, Margaret, just a wonderful setup by this band. And the theme, it was really eye-catching. And a lot of folks, you could tell, were really into that overall theme of the Western type of horizon.
Yeah, they were good, and they had, like you say, the cactus on the field. They had some good musicians. They had a sax solo, several other solo pieces in there, a trumpet, and I think they had some good musicians and a really creative and interesting and entertaining show. So again, that looked like to me about 7 minutes. They will have their next performance will be longer also. Yeah.
And as bands
at this time, we need all
really
Washington County band members to head to the band room.
I'm sure it's like
County
any
band
other
members,
type
please
of
head
competition.
to the band room.
They just get better as the season goes on.
They
don't
do.
They work on, like as Debbie Harrod said earlier, they work on the things that need to be tweaked.
Right. These judges are talking into recorders or in the phones, and so they'll take all these comments and evaluations, and they'll improve on them and make corrections and additions each week. So that band's almost off the field. So
and Ellen, I think the comments still on just the theme when you see this out of this Marian County band is one that kind of sticks in your brain.
Yeah, I thought it was so cute when they walked out. They have, instead of the plumes, they have their cowboy hats on and all that. You know what I was thinking too, just about practices. I was thinking about Miss Harrod. If you drop a flag, you run a lap. If you, you do a push-up. If you miss a, step. I was like, these kids are working so hard, and it's really admirable. I mean, just fun. And
you have to do physical conditioning to make it through band camp and through the season, because it is
or at least at Washington County we did.
At least at Washington County, that's right. If you're part of the Washington County band, you have to be in condition, because it is a strenuous.
Look at this! I wonder what.
I know.
Yeah. This is
a
coming
band
out right now as we'll take a look at this 3A band. They'll be performing at 7:30. This is Pulaski County, called the Pride of Pulaski. And you talk about interesting themes. Look at and props. Look just at this from Pulaski County. What a lot of effort and time in getting these, just even the uniforms.
I don't know what exactly the name of the show is. Black Bayou. So I can't really tell what all these outfits are, but they're interesting looking.
Seems kind of like a swamp type of,
maybe it is the swamp.
A swamp type of atmosphere, but we're going to tell you more in just a moment. We're going to take just a really brief time out. We'll be back in just a moment. This is your Springfield tourism coverage. It's the Washington County Band Contest. It is a G&G production.
Looking for custom t-shirts or embroidery? Come see us at United Threads in Lebanon. Whether it's for your ball team, your business, a family reunion, fundraiser, or your club, we've got you covered. From hats to shirts, we can design it, print it, and embroider it, all done in-house with top quality results. Find us at 100 Corporate Drive right behind Hardee's and next to Kroger in Lebanon. That's United Threads, because when you look good, your team looks united.
Since 1919, Conway Heaton has proudly served Kentucky drivers as the oldest Ford dealership in the state. For over a century, we've been helping families find the right car, truck, or SUV with hometown service you can count on. At Conway Heaton, we're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Come see us in Barstown today. Conway Heaton Ford, celebrating over 100 years of tradition, service, and community.
Welcome to Lebanon, Kentucky, a place where every meal is a celebration of flavor, tradition, and community. From our famous country ham and homemade biscuits to the freshest farm-to-table produce, every bite is a journey through Kentucky's finest ingredients. Share a meal with friends, explore our charming local eateries, and discover the warm hospitality that makes Lebanon, Kentucky truly special. Taste the heart of Kentucky right here in Lebanon. Lebanon, Kentucky. Savor the flavor, share the moment.
Kick off your Sunday shoes, Central Kentucky. It's Footloose the Musical, and it's coming to the Central Kentucky Theater in Springfield. Don't miss this high-energy story of love, rebellion, and the power of dance, featuring a rockin' top 40 score with hits you know and dynamic new songs. Join us November 14th, 15th, and 16th, and again November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd for a show that will lift your heart and get your toes a-tapping. Footloose the Musical. Let's hear it for the boy, and let's hear it for the show.
Opening an account is easy at Farmers National Bank. We're here to help you get started.
With options like secure checking, student checking, and even senior checking, we can help you find the account that best fits your current needs. Farmers National Bank. Local, friendly, ready to serve you.
Member FDIC. The official start for our first 3A band competition, 7:30. It's Pulaski County, the pride of Pulaski, and we've been looking at their just the whole setup they have out there. Ellen, what do you tell me what you're thinking?
Yeah, all I can flash back to is, they'll move all the props around. We see some. I'm wondering what it is. Okay, green mountains. Okay, let's see some of their songs.
I think
it's like swamp grass.
Bayou. I think it's like swamp. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
swamp piece of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Bayou. Jordan Simpson will be doing the announcing for us in just 1 minute, and he'll be going over the song list, and that'll probably determine more and more exactly
Let's see how many
what
tubas.
this
5?
theme is like.
They've
So,
got 4 or 5 tubas. That's quite. This is a bit.
is that unusual to have that many tubas?
That's a bigger band.
It's gonna be a bigger
55
band.
on
You'll
the
see a
field.
difference
It's going to
So
be a
there's
bigger
more
sound.
on the field, so you'll see a difference in both sound
Yes.
and
Visual.
the visual
too.
piece.
Mhm. Yeah.
Big setup. They came out early. We saw them come out very early to start their setup, to get started. We're going to go on now and go to our public address announcer this evening. His name is Jordan Simpson, and he'll lead us through the pride of Pulaski, Pulaski County, our first 3A band.
Now entering the field at 7:30, the pride of Pulaski from Somerset, Kentucky. Under the direction of Scott Sexton, Brittany Johnson, and Dr. Adam Hopper, their 2025 program is entitled Black Bayou and features musical selections including Bring Me to Life, Moon Dance, Moonlight Sonata, and 160 beats per minute. Washington County High School is proud to present the Pride of Pulaski.
Hello? Check, 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 check.
Is everything good to go? Nope. You're not hooked in. You have not even hooked it in. It's not turned on or something. You do not have it on the board. No, it should be the two that say stereo. Make sure that the iPad is actually turned up. Okay. Okay, now stop. Okay. Get set. Let me get back.
Pulaski County, you may take the field in competition.
Blackwater Hattie lived back in the swamp where the strange green reptiles crawl. Snakes hang thick from the cypress tree like sausage on a smokehouse wall. Where the swamp is alive with 1,000 eyes and all them watching you. Stay off the track to Hattie's shack in the back of the Black Bayou.
It's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes.
That was the Pride of Pulaski from Somerset, Kentucky.
3A band, the Pride of Pulaski. Welcome from Somerset. They're in Pulaski County. And very quick,
Don't forget,
when the
our
band
concession
started, it was
stand
even for a
is
novice
open
like me to see,
behind
okay,
the
it's
stadium. You're
kind of a
hungry or
swampy
thirsty,
type
head
of theme, and the Bayou made sense. Moon Dance, the song. I mean, it was a great theme. Tell me your thoughts, lady.
I mean, that was a song, and The difficulty of music is judged too. So,
Yes,
you
and-
hear those woodwinds doing those runs. The flags were in sync. They looked really. I mean, I was impressed.
I think they did great too. And again, that was it was short, but what they have on the field is really strong, and their costuming was great. Their theme and
their feature flute player,
she was good. The trumpet soloist was good again. I think this was they were very strong musically, I thought.
The costuming was changed during it.
Yeah.
We saw the flags to the rifle. There's just so much pageantry, again, to these performances. Does that make them stronger? Is it because they're doing more?
I think they probably will get, the visual scores, will be enhanced because of the.
And everyone looks at the flags and the props, but I mean, they're also judging. If you're in step, they're judging your shoes, your feet, everything. Just everything's all together. And like we said, there's no JV team. I mean, everybody's on the field, freshman all the way up to senior. So.
Right. Some of these people, this may be their very, very first competition, and you can be sure that they are nervous out there. I mean, did you not feel
sometimes
butterflies?
Yeah,
sometimes you just blank out.
First, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Again, that's what.
I don't think I played half the music of my first marching show, just because I was trying to stay in step, be in the right spot, and but by the end of the season,
patting your head and rubbing your belly.
I know, it's just
at the same time. Yeah,
it takes a lot of practice and
practice.
Mm-hmm.
As we're going to take a break, you can see down the field, coming onto the field, we in competition tonight are two bands. They're both in 3A. This would be the second band, North Oldham High School Marching Band, naturally from North Oldham. The name of their show is The Bitter End, and they'll be performing next. But we're going to take a brief time out. This is the Springfield Tourism Washington County Band Contest, and it's a G&G production.
Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all: recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
Looking for a getaway that's truly off the beaten path? Welcome to Restin' Holes, a one-of-a-kind underground stay along Kentucky's Bourbon Trail. Relax with stunning views, a peaceful waterfall, and top-notch amenities: hot tub, sauna, garden, playground, and more. Guests say it's eye-catching, unforgettable, and like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. Book your stay at Restin' Holes, the underground escape you'll never forget.
It's important for us to get to back and forth to the doctors and to the grocery. It's just helpful for us because we don't have any transportation at all to get to the doctor.
I can't fit in other people's cars and stuff, so rolling in and out is better for me, going in and out. They're good teams. They're good teams to come pick you up there on time and everything.
Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game. Sun starting to set here at the beautiful Washington County Commander Field in Springfield. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Washington County Band Contest live and free on G&G Productions. This is our first band contest, and I think the first one in some time, Margaret, for Washington County. Yeah, there you go. Now you're cooking.
I'm not sure exactly how long it has been since we've had a contest. I think it's been several years.
Do you remember, did they do any during your term, Ellen?
Not any during even Ellen's, and she finished in 11.
So you all, when you look at this and you see it kind of revived to a certain extent. excitement about that?
Oh, yeah. We have a
for
great
your community. Now you only have to drive, a mile to attend something like this. I can
through
tell.
one roundabout. Home.
One roundabout. You're home. You guys are really enjoying this. I can kind of tell.
Absolutely. Once you're involved in the band, you always have an interest in it. I'll be forever a band booster.
The nostalgia. I mean, like we said earlier, when we see the band packing up early in the morning when they used to leave from near our house, we loved it.
We'd stand out on the road and watch it, wave to them, and beep our horns or whatever as they took off out of town on those early mornings.
So the North Oldham High School Marching Band will be performing at 7:45, and it looks like they're still getting ready down there. But I think Jordan Simpson will be announcing the band momentarily, and we'll be going to him for the announcement of the band and what they'll be performing. Let's go to him now.
Now entering the field at 7:45, the North Oldham High School Marching Band from Goshen, Kentucky. Under the direction of Amanda Bachholst and Zach Schlag, their 2025 program is entitled The Bitter End. The musical selections include Winter, Ice Dance, and Baby Yaga. Washington County High School is proud to present the North Oldham High School Marching Band. North Oldham High School Marching Band, you may take the field in competition. That was the North Oldham High School Marching Band from Goshen, Kentucky.
North Oldham High School Marching Band, naturally North Oldham, if you're familiar with Oldham County, just off I-64's Goshen area where North Oldham High School is. Very big, very large school. This is a 3A class, so there again, another large school. Ladies, talk a little bit about what you saw from North Oldham.
Yeah, I thought musically, Mom, what do you think? I thought they were balanced. Really strong,
I
complicated
agree.
music.
I think their music, it was difficult.
Yes.
And
then their visuals, the rifles, how say, do they twirl guns?
Yeah, that's me.
They twirled sabers. Yeah, they twirled rifles.
Me and my buddies twirl guns out there, in East Texas. That's what we do. So just ask your boss, Jerry. But I think the way they were doing the rifles and the flags and the combination. Really just kind of a beautiful
That was a strong band. Yeah.
Looking at the two bands, Pulaski County and North Oldham are our only bands really in competition as far as 2-3A bands. The judges will have some tough decisions to make between these two bands. They were really both very good.
They were really good. That last one, musically, I just really enjoyed that. The soloists were really good. I liked it when they had their little low brass feature, their woodwind feature. Nice job.
Yes.
A couple of questions were asked earlier by us, and then there's been a couple of questions by the folks that are viewing this evening as we're going to watch the Grayson County band come out, our last band of competition. But asked which bands are performing. And again, this year 5 bands are performing. Casey County, Marian County, Pulaski County, North Oldham, and Grayson County. Now, that's your bands in competition. Washington County will be giving a performance later on.
In exhibition.
But, Margaret, we were talking about it earlier. This is the first weekend of band contests. I looked on the website. There's about 9 others all over the state, from all the way to Paducah to Pikeville, northern Kentucky. It is it's good when you revive a contest like this, but it takes a while, I guess, to rebuild and get those folks coming back and saying, I got to go to Springfield.
I think it should grow every year. If they decide to do it next year, I expect they'll have more bands. And this is the beginning of the season. It will go on, I think, 8 or 9 weeks, and they all build to the end of October. The finals of the state marching band competitions it's the last Saturday of October.
Wow.
And the week prior to that is the regionals. So
16 bands in the regionals.
16 bands in the regionals.
For each class.
And then they go to semifinals and finals on the last day. And I think now 6 bands get to go to the finals instead of 4 back in the day when Ellen and some of these more recent bands. But last year, I think they had 6 finalists in each class. So that's what they're all striving to get to.
We're going to lead you into the next band, which is our final band of competition 4A. It starts at 8 o'clock. Grayson County and Grayson County High School Marching Band. They're coming onto the field now, and we're getting some really good shots, Margaret, here. Talk a little bit about Grayson, what you see there.
Well, they are definitely the biggest band of the night. Our notes indicate that there will be 95 on the field. So,
that?
This is
Grayson County, for those of you that don't know, Litchfield, really right down the Western Kentucky Parkway, not too far away. So, you look at a band that's came from a nearby area, this band has done just that. But this is a big band.
Looks like the band is on 3 buses, so wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot.
That is a lot.
That's a whole lot.
Back in the day, I don't know if people in the my class remember, Grayson was one of our big rivals. We were in the same class they were, yes, and they we competed against them for several years. They've always had a strong program, and it looks like they do continue that also. But we would take first, they would take second, we would in the next competition they would take first, and then we would take second. But they were our rivals.
You're
and
a Wikipedia over there.
I know.
Marching
Hey,
band
I just
contest.
remember it.
You know it. Oh,
Mhm.
you know it. And I think I'm glad we're staying here during this break. And thank you, Sean Allen. It gives me a second. Let me talk about Sean Allen. We talked to him earlier. He was in the band with Ellen, but Sean Allen is the main reason we are doing this band contest. Sean came to us and we're sports guys that love the band, but we do high school football, basketball, do festivals. We've done election coverage, as both these young ladies helped me in the radio on that, and a father and husband of theirs also helped with election coverage. Greg, I do appreciate that. But really, we have on G&G liked the idea of doing things different, and I do know that from streaming any type of video, the new wave is streaming video, and Facebook is one way that we started, but now with the likes of Roku, Apple, YouTube, Fire TV, the many ways to stream, that's the new generation, and that's the way it's done. It's done on your phone. You can pick it up and look at it any time. We want to be able to do new and different things, and wow, what a better thing to do than this band contest. So, Sean, thank you, and he is our director and producer this evening.
He's a rock star.
He is. He is. Matthew Smith also out there helping, and we appreciate Matthew and what he has done and our partnership we have, and then the rest of our crew here this evening. I know Sean even drafted his brother out there. Ben, you're out there helping us again tonight. John Graves came in earlier. Nathan, thank you down there for your help.
Nathan was
again.
in the pit.
He was in the band as well, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. He was.
I think bringing him in this evening was great, and good old Ben over here. I tell you, Ben Augustin, he is just a fine young man and just part of our G&G crew. And we're glad that we can do this, because a lot of times we are often asked about that. Now, instructors
for
here
our
this
Washington
evening
County
for your
band.
Washington County band.
Yeah, a lot of these people, I was in band with Jordan Hayes. He was an instructor when I
Now
was
entering the field at 8
let's
o'clock,
go to Jordan
the
Simpson.
Grayson County High School Marching Band from Litchfield, Kentucky.
We'll come back to those names in just a moment, Ellen. We're going to go back down on the field. Thank you, Jordan.
Under the
Sorry we
direction
let the time
of
go
Aaron
away. Let's go
Bell,
back to you.
Ashley Bell, and Travis Miller. Their 2025 program is entitled Dots and features musical selections including There Will Be Rest, Head Rush, Meditations from Thess, Pictures at an Exhibition. Washington County High School is proud to present the Grayson County High School Marching Band. Grayson County High School Marching Band, you may take the field in competition.
지키고 있다가 그지 말로 쓴 대로 지키고 있다가
That was the Grayson County High School Marching Band from Litchfield, Kentucky.
Well, from Litchfield, Kentucky, the Grayson County High School Marching Band from Grayson County. Wow, what a performance.
I really like that ballad at the end. I'm sure they have one more piece to put on, but that was powerful.
That was very powerful. That was a beautiful, beautiful piece. That was an impressive first part of their show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the flags right there spread out all over. I mean, so in sync. They had it.
That was a great, I think, a great performance. I can't believe, this is the first show of the season, and they stopped after that ballad, and then usually their last piece will be a very powerful and faster usually, but you can tell that was not going to be the end of their show, and they are going to be tough in competition the rest of the season.
Mom, look at that dreaded tarp. We tripped
I know
over those tarps.
that tarp is very dangerous to take on a field, and it's heavy as lead. But yes,
it would seem to me as a novice that with a larger band, there's just more that you have to keep up with because, there's more people, there's more instruments, there's more movement, there's more, okay, you need to be here, you need to be there. Is that true in the case?
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with the larger bands.
Yeah.
But, boy, with the work that is involved to be able to pull off a performance like this.
When you start every year, Miss Herod, she did a lot of our drill, which is, where you stand in each spot and you make it for every person, how she did that by hand. They do it all computer automated now, but she did it by hand. And you start off at the beginning of the year and you're like, how are we going to get all this together? And then you just do it day by day, piece by piece.
And it comes together, and it is amazing that
even if you don't know anything about it, you'll see the progression throughout the season,
and how they've improved. And this larger band came on many buses. Every band, even small ones, have trucks and trailers, and it is. You think, oh well, here comes the band on one bus or two, but no, there's about 8 or 10 vehicles behind it following them.
And what Miss Herod said earlier, you're responsible. Each person's responsible for, all of their equipment, all that. And then you have section leaders so that they get to be, in charge of the clarinets or the low brass or anything like that. So it's just really fun.
This is the Washington County Marching Band Contest. A brief time out and we come back at your host band that will be performing. That's the Washington County Marching Band. We're back after this time out. Springfield Tourism, they are bringing you the Washington County Band Contest, which is a G&G production.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza. Boom, 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 boom. Snappy tomato pizza. Boom, 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 boom. Snappy tomato pizza. Boom, 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 boom. Snappy tomato pizza. Boom, 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 boom. Snappy tomato pizza.
Looking for custom t-shirts or embroidery? Come see us at United Threads in Lebanon. Whether it's for your ball team, your business, a family reunion, fundraiser, or your club, we've got you covered. From hats to shirts, we can design it, print it, and embroider it. All done in-house with top quality results. Find us at 100 Corporate Drive right behind Hardee's and next to Kroger in Lebanon. That's United Threads, because when you look good, your team looks united.
Since 1919, Conway Heaton has proudly served Kentucky drivers as the oldest Ford dealership in the state for over a century. We've been helping families find the right car, truck, or SUV with hometown service you can count on. At Conway Heaton, we're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Come see us in Barstown today. Conway Heaton Ford, celebrating over 100 years of tradition, service, and community.
Lebanon, the heart of Kentucky, is your place for nature enthusiasts. Lebanon is your place for art and shopping. Lebanon is your place for family fun and sports. Find more information at visitlebanonky.com.
Well, you heard earlier from the pride of Pulaski, Moon Dance. A beautiful moon over Washington County here this evening. We're at the Washington County Marching Band Contest, and it has truly been a beautiful evening with some well-needed rain the past couple of days, but just a gorgeous evening and a great evening for a band contest. Many things going on tonight with weddings and other events, but just been a great night here this evening. I thank my dear friends here, Margaret Goatley, Ellen Goatley. Thank you both. You all have done a wonderful job. Competition is over. I think probably when the competition is over, most bands, when they're at competition, and even when you all were in competition, is there a sigh of relief out there now?
Oh, yes. You feel relieved.
There's no more you can do.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yep.
Did you ever have that feeling, Margaret?
Oh, absolutely. And as you can see, some of these, they're lining up here around the field. They're going to be anxious to hear the results tonight. And even though our group is small, I was impressed with our bands on the field tonight. And I think it's a great start to our revived band contest. And we found out the most recent contest we had prior to this was in 1997. That was the last time we had that. And thank you, Kathy Carney Burns.
All right, and that's Scotty Burns. You see him there. He was assistant band director when I was in school. And then, the other instructors are Hunter Hall, Jordan Hayes, Candace, Kimball Hernandez, Megan Hill. She was a flag when I was there. Steve Satterfield, Lindsay Herod King, and the assistant Teresa Burns. So, you'll see them all wandering around down there on the field getting ready. This is the host band, Washington County. They're not in uniform because they've all been working today, volunteering, so.
Let's go to Jordan Simpson as he'll announce the Washington County Marching Band, your host band today.
Now entering the field at 8:15, the Washington County Commander Band. Under the direction of Scotty J. Burns and Teresa Burns, their 2025 program is entitled Gone Away and features musical selections including Gone Away by The Offspring and original music by Justin Williams. The Commander Band holds 4 KMEA state championships and has had 16 finals appearances. They also hold 1 MSBA championship and 5 MSBA finals appearances. Let's give them a round of applause to the countless hours of support and dedication from directors, staff, and students over the years. Commander Band, you may take the field in exhibition. That was your host, the Washington County High School Commander Band from Springfield, Kentucky.
I want to thank Jordan Simpson. He's done a great job here emceeing this event this evening. That's our final band this evening, and being able to come out and perform, the host band, as they call it, and the band that both of these young ladies both performed with, that Washington County band. Talk about them for a moment.
I mean, Scotty Burns, you hear him in the beginning tuning everybody, the music, I mean, their intonation, everything was great. Small but mighty.
Small but mighty. My goodness, what a good big sound from a little band.
Yeah. And you don't get the full effect, like I said earlier. They're not in uniform. You know, they've all been volunteering, working the concession stand, you know, helping direct traffic, all the things. But wow, they're gonna be tough.
Uh-huh. They're going to be and you know, Washington County has this reputation. You see when they they march in and it's like over the years, there they are, here they come, because we had been in the finals so much and won, and so have a good reputation, and I can see they still do. They've got it.
And what I saw out of this band. Don't you think there is a certain swagger that you have that builds up confidence, and maybe Scotty Burns has been able to do just that?
He has, and You see him pacing on the sidelines. He's so funny. He has the driest sense of humor. But he, like Miss Herod, has dedicated so much time and effort. His family's so involved. His son and daughter. I mean, they are so talented. But he's a low brass guy, and he's just. Oh yeah, look at all those trophies. We've won 4 state championships.
Yes.
So now they're getting ready to get trophy presenters out onto the field, and I think we're going to be getting pretty close here in just a few moments. We'll see as they are tabulating some of these, some of the competitors. We're going to just take a quick time out, and we'll get our bearings as far as to give you an idea. But they'll be getting very close here for the final piece of the Washington County Marching Band Contest. It's the Springfield Tourism Washington County Band Contest, which is a G&G production. Kick off your Sunday shoes, Central Kentucky. It's Footloose the Musical, and it's coming to the Central Kentucky Theater in Springfield. Don't miss this high-energy story of love, rebellion, and the power of dance, featuring a rockin' top 40 score with hits you know and dynamic new songs. Join us November 14th, 15th, and 16th, and again November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd for a show that will lift your heart and get your toes a-tapping. Footloose the Musical. Let's hear it for the boy, and let's hear it for the show.
At Farmers National Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in success.
Whether you're managing your personal checking, growing your business, exploring digital banking, or applying for a loan, we're here to help with all of your financial needs.
Decisions are made right here locally by people who understand you and your community because we live here too.
Farmers National Bank. Local decisions, personal service, real relationships. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Springfield, Kentucky. Steeped in tradition and heritage, our illustrious past has given birth to a wide selection of events and attractions which are yours to enjoy and long remember. Springfield, where the Lincoln legacy began. Abraham Lincoln, Springfield's hometown hero, our nation's 16th president. We've got it all. Recreation, the arts, history, bourbon, horses, and especially hospitality. Hometown proud. Visit Springfield, where history meets hospitality.
Looking for a getaway that's truly off the beaten path? Welcome to Reston Homes, a one-of-a-kind underground stay along Kentucky's Bourbon Trail. Relax with stunning views, a peaceful waterfall, and top-notch amenities, hot tub, sauna, garden, playground, and more. Guests say it's eye-catching, unforgettable, and like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. Book your stay at Reston Homes, the underground escape you'll never forget.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marian, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy tomato pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
I'm ready for a snappy tomato pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com. Boy, that's quite a sight here at the Commander Field on the campus of Washington County High School. Hi, everybody. I'm Hal Good. I want to definitely thank again Margaret Goatley. Margaret, thank you so much. Your daughter, Ellen Goatley. Thank you both. You guys are just a world of knowledge on this.
Well, we're a little rusty.
So now you only have to pay me $50 each. You've had too much fun. You know, it's kind of like, I used to say you had to go like you're going to Dr. Isaac's if you wanted something you had to get paid well for. It's not a good day if you got a sore tooth. You all been more than great. Y'all been fantastic.
No, it's been fun.
And then, you look at those trophies. Isn't that, that's just really a for a festival that has been, again, revived. It's just a nice sight there. This group, talk about how hard this group has worked to do this festival.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the hours they put in, and it's just so cool. The teamwork between all the school and the bands, and just getting it organized. It's a big endeavor.
And now that we have the new stadium, I think this will be a contest that a lot of local bands in the area, they don't have to travel. We have a lot of good bands within an hour's drive here of Central Kentucky. So I think this would be a popular contest. You don't have to go too far. Again, back in our day, the facilities are great here. Yeah. And, so many of our contests were down in Western Kentucky. You had 2 or 3 hour drives, each way. And it's nice to be closer to home. And, again, this is great that we can do that. And
really surprised to see the amount of band contests this weekend that are going on. But I think even with the 5 bands in competition today, you've only got really 2 bands that are, face-to-face, and that's the 3A bands, Pulaski County and North Oldham. But still, just getting started and getting to the season, it gives these bands a great opportunity to start with even with some of the bands that are here today, with one so close. I really like that you talk about where Springfield is and how you look at any of these bands, they're within 45 minutes away. Even North Oldham, maybe a little over
an hour or so, but no, this is going to be a great spot, and I just think that the band boosters, even though our band is somewhat small, they're pretty mighty.
Let's go to Jordan Simpson with our winners tonight.
At the conclusion of the awards ceremony, the bands will exit the field. Please plan now to meet your favorite band member outside of the stadium. For safety reasons, audience members are strictly prohibited from coming on to the field. And now, please direct your attention to the trophy exhibit near the front sideline. Please remember that all these students deserve your complete support regardless of the outcome of tonight's competition. They've each put in countless hours of effort to prepare to entertain you this evening. We will ask that you please show your appreciation as we announce each band. Tonight, we are all truly winners, and now for the awards. Class 1A. Trophies are sponsored by TGKY and presented by Destiny Cundiff and Adrena Boblet. Class A, Best Percussion is awarded to Casey County Marching Band. Class 1A, Best Color Guard is awarded to Casey County Marching Band. First place in Class 1A is awarded to the Casey County Marching Band. Moving to Class 2A. Class 2A awards are sponsored by Fluff and Buff Grooming, LLC, and will be presented by Ian Roberts. Class 2A, Best Color Guard is awarded to Marian County Marching Band. Class 2A, Best Percussion. The award for Best Percussion is awarded to the Marian County Marching Band. Class 2A, first place is awarded to Marian County High School Marching Band. Moving to Class 3A. Class 3A awards are sponsored by Rustin Holes and will be presented by Gael Samudio. Class 3A Best Percussion is awarded to North Oldham High School. Class 3A, Best Color Guard. Best Color Guard is awarded to North Oldham High School. Class 3A second place. Class 3A second place is awarded to Pulaski County High School. First place in Class 3A. The first place is awarded to North Oldham High School. Moving to Class 4A. Class 4A awards are sponsored by Jessica and Roland Humans and presented by Jake Humans and Trinity Cundiff. 4A Best Percussion. Best Percussion is awarded to Grayson County Marching Band. Class 4A, Best Color Guard. Best Color Guard is awarded to Grayson County Marching Band. First place in Class 4A. First place is awarded to Grayson County Marching Band. And now for our overall awards. Our overall awards will be divided into two categories this evening: small class and reserve and grand champion. The small class category includes classes 1A, 2A, and 3A. Only bands competing in these classes are eligible for the small class award. The grand champion awards are open to all bands performing tonight, regardless of class. Our small class grand champion, sponsored by Carney Land Brokers, LLC, and presented by owner Stephen Carney, our small class grand champion is awarded to North Oldham High School Marching Band. Our reserve grand champion, sponsored by Carney Land Brokers, LLC, and presented by Stephen Carney, our reserve grand champion is awarded to North Oldham High School Marching Band. Our Grand Champion Award tonight holds a special place in the hearts of everyone that is connected to the Washington County Commander Band family, as it is named in memory of Washington County Band Director Bob Harrod. The Bob Harrod Award is sponsored by Carney Land Brokers, LLC, and will be presented tonight by Bob's widow, Debbie Harrod, who also served as Band Director of Washington County, his daughter, Lindsay King, and his sister, Fran Harrod. This award is in the memory of Miss Harrod's late husband, Bob Harrod, who left a lasting impact and legacy for the Washington County Band program after his death in 1998. The Grand Champion Bob Harrod Award 2025 is awarded to the Grayson County High School Marching Band. We want to thank all participating bands, spectators, and sponsors for joining us here tonight. We hope to see you back here next year as we look forward to hosting once again. Please leave feedback on today's event at wchsbb.square.site and have a wonderful and safe drive home.
Well, there you have it. That's the completion of the awards for the Washington County Marching Band Contest, and what a great evening it's been here. And this is for you guys. Naturally, we talk about the competition part, and we look at the 3A, and North Oldham and Pulaski both excellent, but North Oldham really getting a few more votes to win this contest anyway.
We thought North Oldham looked clean, really the music was really, really complicated and performed really well.
Right, and in Pulaski, I thought Thank you.
You good,
Pulaski was, when they performed, I thought they're going to be strong this year too.
They
but I expect the scores were relatively close in that, and then overall, the Grayson County band, they were strong all around too.
Well,
so
even in small class, North Oldham won that, and then North Oldham was your reserve. And
yes,
that Grayson County band, they really did a great job tonight. You know, what were some of the things you think the judges liked about them more than maybe, not really more than others, but just some of the things they added to their performance that stood out this evening?
Well, like Mom and I said, we got goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know, a little teary, and it's just, they were really powerful. They ended on that ballad. The color guard was clean. They did a great job.
They're bright and colorful on the field. Y'all noticed, though, visually, they were strong. A lot of flags, and a lot of great rifle work, and
their theme was cute. Dots.
Yeah, it was. We'll go back to the field if we can, Sean, and as we look at some of these bands starting to break down, I think just the size of the bands themselves are just pretty interesting to see as they make their way back around and they're moving through the middle part of the field. And as we start to finish up our coverage, we thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget, we always log our broadcast, so you can go back to our website, gng.live, or you can just load us down on Roku, Apple, YouTube, even go back to Facebook for 30 days and pick up our live broadcast of the Washington County Marching Band. We do thank the sponsors this evening, as we're going to have an encore this evening that we're going to bring to you to kind of sign off this evening. As they're preparing for that, we're going to go on and bring you that. But thanks to Springfield Tourism, they were our title sponsor. Resting Holes, Cat's Transportation, Central Kentucky Community Action, Snappy Tomato Pizza in Springfield, United Threads in Lebanon, Conway Heaton Ford in Bardstown, Lebanon Tourism, the Central Kentucky Theater, and Farmers National Bank. And as they're setting up, I want to thank these two young ladies for helping. First of all, Ellen, thank you so much.
Sure.
You're just a bundle of knowledge.
Well, I don't know.
You
But
know?
Also, I wanted to mention.
I love the talent that you all have that surpasses your father.
Poor Greg.
I wanted to let you know that, Ellen. You did do a nice job.
Thank you. It was fun also and so special to all of us here in Washington County. You know, the Bob Harrod Award.
Isn't that nice?
And then Fran being in town, Lindsay, his daughter, and Miss Harrod, of course. I mean, how special is that? And for our first, competition back. So.
And Margaret, thank you, Margaret Goatley. Just a bundle of knowledge in anything, but it was really impressive to see you. And Keith White was right. You were the right first pick anyway.
Well,
just don't go on vacation like that to weddings or anything where I can reach you. But you did do a really nice job.
The band always. I love it. I love the band, and it's exciting. We are going to have a encore tonight, and that's great for this. And this band, as Ellen said, gave us chills when we heard them.
I thought I was going to leave with this. Come on, you brought this.
We have a
picture. No, here you go. Yeah, give me that, because I know
we can share some of these.
I know Ellen is not wanting me to show this for some reason, but I want to kind of bring this in. Tell me what we're looking at there, Mrs. Marguerite.
This is the Class 2A state champions from 2008, I think it says on there. And so this was our first state championship, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes. Jordan's in that picture.
Jordan's
too.
in that picture.
Oh, okay.
Ellen Goatley,
Kristen
and Caitlin
Hannah
Harris.
Lewis.
Oh,
Sean's
there he is.
in there.
Sean's in there.
I think I saw Sean in there.
Yeah,
Sean
so we
there
were
you
dusty.
Good.
We may share a couple pictures on the site later.
We're
a few
gonna
throwbacks.
Share some on the site, and hopefully we can embarrass Ellen and at least Sean Allen in some aspects. So. Again, as they are preparing for their encore, that'll be a good way for us to exit. But I think, a better way is, I'd like your comments, the future of contests like this here at Washington County, what you've seen tonight. There's just so many possibilities to continue this, and also the growth of it could just be like you say, it used to be back in the day. You had Michael Bernard, who used to be,
and he's watching
the director
tonight.
That's here, and he watched tonight. But how about that? Isn't that just great to be able to have that? That's what I think folks look for, don't you?
Oh yeah, you stay close the rest of your life, and I stay close to friends in the band, and over the years, and so no, it is they become your family and friends, and
yes, this will grow. I mean, because the location's perfect too.
I agree, and then just band and music in general. So many people who are in the band continue their music in church and whatever other ways. So it's not something that you give up when you leave high school. It's the music and the learning to play an instrument will stay with you the rest of your life.
Thank you both. Excellent job. Love you both. Appreciate you both. Thanks again for tuning in. Sean Allen was your producer this evening. Fine job, Sean. We do appreciate you. Are you back there in that trailer? You got the camera up? Let me give you a little kudos back there, because, Sean, you did put a lot of work in there. Just give me a thumbs up our way. There you go, buddy. You did a fine job this evening, and appreciate you leading us through this. And I appreciate all the other folks that came in this evening. Naturally, Matthew Smith, a big part of any of our broadcast here. Nathan, thank you. Nathan Allen down on the field. Ben Augustin, we appreciate you helping. And now, we are going to have the feature of our evening, and that is the Grand Champion Band performing. It's Grayson County High School. If you're from Litchfield, you're going to love this performance, as the band are kind of gathering out in the middle of the field. And right now, with our wide shot, as you can see, they're having some camaraderie there, maybe a short prayer, and just that piece that both Ellen and Margaret were talking about, and how grateful they are to be able to not only perform, but how about take home the trophy from Springfield and Washington County. Thanks for tuning in this evening. I'll leave you with the Grayson County High School Grand Champion Band, as it's been a part of the Springfield Tourism Washington County Band Contest. For my colleagues here at G&G Production, I am Hal B. Good, wishing you a pleasant evening. So long, everybody.
my most important belief as an artist.
What a night of music and talent here at Commander Field in Springfield, Kentucky, as bands from across the state put their heart and soul into competition at the Washington County Marching Band Contest. On behalf of our sponsors, we thank you for joining us. Congratulations to all the bands who performed this evening, and a special thank you to the Washington County Commander Band for hosting. This has been the Washington County Marching Band Contest, brought to you live by G&G Productions. Good night from Springfield.